Okay, like the son said, she's on food stamps, no prior criminal history. There's nothing violent. There's no indication that she would not show up to court. I would ask the court. The son scrapped up $1,000 in savings to bond his mother out. She does have ties to the community. She is a legal resident here. She's not a flight risk. I would ask the court. I mean, even though these are allegations and the state filed information, she is still presumed not guilty. I'm just asking the court to set a bond in the amount of $1,000, something that she can afford. If the court's, if not that, maybe pretrial release.
How long has your mother lived?
Your Honor?
Since 1999, before Christmas of 1999, Your Honor.
Is she a citizen of this country?
She is a legal resident. She applied and went for the interview, and because of the language barrier, she failed the interview.
All right.
Your Honor.
Due to her lack of criminal history, and this incident stems from 2010, I'm going to release her to standard pretrial supervision.
This phone number and everything has the same title on
She's to surrender any passports that she has. Does she have a passport?
I believe so.
All right, that passport should be surrendered to the clerk of the court. Should be ROR to standard pretrial. Yes.
No.
I would say within 48 hours of her release, she's to surrender her passport.
Okay. So within 48 hours of your release, you have to surrender your passport, and you have to be at this pretrial location. By when does she have to report to pretrial, Your Honor?
Tomorrow by noon.
By tomorrow. And you have to report to pretrial by tomorrow by noon. This is the address. It's 540 Southeast 3rd Avenue. It's basically across the street, okay? So you'll be released later on tonight. By tomorrow, you have to report in the morning to pretrial. Bring your passport so you can surrender it.
Okay.
Okay?
Never mind if he has a conversation with her.
Okay.
All right. Her son wants to speak to her briefly. Go ahead, sir.
Mami.
Thank you.
Mami.
Yeah.
Mami, o să te lase, dar o să dureze puțin, s-ar putea să dureze până mâine. Să te lase. Până mâine dimineață. Deci ori astăzi mai târziu, ori până mâine.
I understand. I'm just. I mean,
all I said, for the record.
Okay.
For the record, all I said is it may take until tomorrow morning for her release.
Okay. All right. Just telling her that it might not be till tomorrow till she's released. Okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes.
You take medication? What do you take?
Okay.
there's no way it's going to take till tomorrow morning.
She has to surrender her passport to pre-trial release with passport.
You know what? I'm going to change that. She's got to surrender that passport within 24 hours of her release. Okay?
Within 24
She's going to be out tomorrow by noon. She has to report by noon tomorrow. I want the passport surrendered within 24 hours of her release. Okay?
Okay.
Do I need to?
Let me explain that to her, Your Honor.
I'm writing the order. It's separate order.
All right.
Passport to first floor to clerk of courts, not to pre-trial. So you have to get a pre-trial release tomorrow. She checks in tomorrow you report. To the bring your passport for her passport.
So any detail in the release? Okay.
Mr. Jumper?
I'm going to do some of the municipal ordinance cases.
Oh, okay.
Your Honor, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Okay. Guys,
Thank you,
the
sir.
municipal ordinance are going to be called. You have the attorney that's in the courtroom.
Sir. Senor.
John Deal.
Mr. Deal.
I-E-H-L-E. John Deal. Is he there?
Hector.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we didn't hear you. John.
Mr. Hello. You're here for a trespass, failure to leave a property upon order, and also a capias on a misdemeanor ordinance violation. I have appointed counsel to represent you. Your bond is in a total of $125. Is there an offer to resolve this?
Judge Alford resolves this case today. Be an adjudication court costs on the MO, the capias on misdemeanor, it's an open container.
Okay.
in the first count is this charge. Would you agree to running concurrent? They're offering adjudication court costs on the MO. Okay.
All right, so sir, you want to raise your right hand? Raise your right hand, sir. Swear firm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
I do.
Place your hand down.
Yes,
State your
I
name
do.
For the record.
John Ferguson Deal.
Okay. You understand you're receiving an adjudication court cost time served for both of these charges?
Yes, ma'am.
You want to plead no contest to those two charges?
Yes. No contest.
All right. All right, I'm going to adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to time served on both of these charges. Court costs will be assessed on each count.
And have you appointed Mr. McLawrence to help?
I signed a whole bunch of every order you gave me. I signed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Good luck to you. Dennis John Campbell.
Mr. Campbell, Dennis Campbell,
He's got another case?
come on up. He's coming up, Your Honor.
All right.
Okay, I didn't know.
Mr. Campbell, you're here for a misdemeanor ordinance violation and a habeas in regards to that case. Was there an offer to resolve this?
Judge, I have Judge John Laundrie from Fort Lauderdale. I have that he has another case open, also the alcohol. Is that up today?
I don't see that. All I have is this one.
He has a case. Well, what I have is him being. He has a capias on 2 different cases.
All right.
So if he wants to resolve them both, it's going to be adjudication court costs on both of them. He does have a long history.
All right.
Judge, on the trespass, of course, we're asking you not go back to the property at 1600 South Andrews Avenue.
Do you have the case number for the other case you're referencing?
Yes, Your Honor, I do. The case, it's an open container. It's a simple open container, Judge. And the case number is 1514.
I never used the KPs.
MO10A.
Okay. All right, sir, you understand that's what the offer is. It's an adjudication court cost for the open container and for this KBS on misdemeanor ordinance violation.
Keep going.
Do you want to resolve both of them with an adjudication court cost, no return to that location?
Yeah.
All right, raise your right hand. Raise your right hand. Swear firm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes, I do.
You can place your hand down. State your name for the record.
My name for the record?
Yeah.
Dennis John Campbell.
All right. How do you wish to plead to the open container and the misdemeanor ordinance violation? You want to plead no contest to those and receive an adjudication and court costs?
Yes.
All right. It's done. Both of your cases are finished.
Okay. Thank you very much.
All right. Good luck to you. Willity August.
Campbell outside the hallway.
All right, sir. You're here on a case on a misdemeanor ordinance violation as well. Does the city have an officer to resolve?
Judge, who wants to resolve this case today? Just be a withholding court cost.
All right, sir. Do you understand that? That's the city's offer. Withhold court costs, and you'll be done with this case. Do you want to resolve it?
Yes.
All right. You raise your right hand. Raise your hand. Swear firm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
I do.
Place your hand down. State your name for the record.
Will D. August.
All right. How do you wish to plead to this misdemeanor ordinance violation?
Oh, no content.
All right. It's a withhold court cost, you said, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I'm going to order you to pay withhold. I'm going to withhold adjudication and order you to pay court costs.
Your Honor,
You're done, sir.
Your Honor, if I could, before we move on to the next case, on Sylvia Gabor, I just asked if you could make the passport surrender a condition of her pretrial. That way,
All right.
pretrial will.
Yeah, that's why I put it on pretrial, to make
Yeah,
sure
and
it gets surrendered.
And that's why they'll check with the clerk
Okay,
to make
yes,
sure it's done.
for sure. Tori Cornelius.
The female man?
All right, here also on a case on a misdemeanor ordinance violation. Does the city have an offer for her to resolve this?
Judge, I'd ask if she transferred back. If she wants to complete her diversion program, she finished over half a diversion program before she failed to appear. She's simply arrested for failing to appear, Your Honor, on a capias of a diversion program that she finished over half of.
All right.
If she wants to be sent back to her trial division to do that, I have no objection to that. I don't know if she wants to complete it or if she wants to end it today. It'd be a withhold court cost. She has no priors.
All right, you want to take a withholding court cost, or do you want to go back to a regular division and complete your diversion program?
Court calls.
All right, you want to raise your right hand? Swear firm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
I do.
All right, you place your hand out. State your name for the record.
Toria Canez?
And you wish to plead no contest to this ordinance violation?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to withhold adjudication and order you to pay court costs. You're done. Good luck to you. All right, do we have any other cases?
Judge, I have a few others listed. I'm not sure if you paneled them yet already. Is it okay if I call them out?
I got a stack here, so I'll go through them and you let me know.
Okay.
Euceline Gilsaint?
No, Your Honor. I don't have that one.
Not yours?
We should call ours out, make it easier.
No what?
Oh, is it TV? Okay.
We have one on the second look.
How about Andrew William Johnson?
Sure, Your Honor.
No, that's a Pompano Beach.
Judge, on that case, it'd just be an offer of credit time served. Standing in for Berman for Pompano Beach.
Andrew Johnson.
Mr. Berman's a prosecutor.
Okay, but I mean, was he given counsel on this?
I have no idea, Judge.
Judge, and that may be Mr. Shade. I don't know which municipals he
Yeah,
covered.
Mr. Shade covers for that. One, I'll call him here.
All right, yeah, let's on recall for Mr. Shade to come in.
Well, Judge, we always inquire if he wants an attorney.
I know, but
He may not want one. He may just want to end it.
sir, do you want to go forward without the benefit of having a lawyer to represent you?
Yes, Your Honor. I'd resolve it.
All right, you said it was an adjudication court cost, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, raise your right hand. Swear firm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes.
Place your hand down. State your name for the record.
Andrew William Johnson.
How do you wish to plead to this municipal ordinance violation?
No contest, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to time served, order you to pay court costs. Good luck to you.
Good afternoon.
Grab him. You think? Oh, well. Yeah, it's
No, you changed that.
He had I had a guy
Actually,
who
should say
his name
search
before.
for passport.
He goes, yeah, my brother changed his name. I said, yeah,
I'm sorry.
Really good. What did you change it to? He
Yes,
goes, John. This is still the Nashville route. Just go. John.
All right, how about Adam Crapo?
There we go.
Mr. Crapo?
Judge, again, Don Longer, City for Law. Judge, I have no information on this case. It is a city case, but it's town of Dayton.
Down in Dave. Okay, you can't help us with that?
No, Your Honor, I don't have any contact with them.
Judge, count one is a state charge.
Right, okay.
Oh, count one's the state charge, and the state will take the. Mr.
Now I
Miller
can
handle
I can handle the public consumption, but the capias I can't. I mean, there's some counsel here from Davey.
Have an offer for him to resolve all these.
You there, go ahead. That was awesome. Yeah. You know, just a glance at it all.
After 2 o'clock, it gets a little punchy.
Yeah.
Offer time served on count one, Your Honor.
Time served on all of them?
Well, I can only make an offer on count one.
On the trespass, okay. All right, sir, if you want to resolve the trespass, the municipal city ordinance, and the capias on the misdemeanor, I would offer you an adjudication time served for all three. Do you want to resolve them?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you want to raise your right hand? Swear affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, place your hand down. State your name for the record.
Adam Scott Crapo.
How do you wish to plead to trespass, violation of a municipal ordinance, and another municipal ordinance violation?
No contest.
There ain't no you in there.
All right, I'm going to adjudicate you guilty of all three counts. Order you to pay court costs on all three
That's how he
counts.
pronounces it.
Thank you.
No, it's restitution. Yesterday's.
Money sign.
George Montgomery.
Judge, I can stand on that case. That's the city of Hollywood. And on that case, we would...
Montgomery there? George Montgomery, okay.
Yes.
Good afternoon, sir. Does the city have an offer?
Yes, Judge. He has... I have more than one case of them, and we're going to offer just adjudication on both cases, credit for any time served.
All right. You're talking about the two 1516197 and 1591?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. All right. You want to take an adjudication time served court cost for each of these charges?
Oh, yes. No contest.
All right. You want to raise your right hand? Raise your right hand. Swear front, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Swear to tell me the truth?
Yes.
Yeah? All right. Place your hand down. Please state your name for the record.
Thank God it's not me, you know.
What's your name?
George Montgomery.
All right. How do you wish to plead to these two charges?
I didn't even know I had them. I used to go to all my court dates. I didn't go to those two. I got picked up for panhandling.
You want to plead no contest to these two charges?
To listen with a sign.
He wants credit for time
That
served.
was months
All
ago.
right. Do you want to plead no contest, though, to receive time served?
Yes.
All right. Adjudicate you guilty, both charges, time served. You're done. You're ordered to pay court costs.
Not fine, sir. Come on, Montgomery. Keith Havian?
Yes.
Keith Havian. Is he here? He's on page 11.
He's in North Broward.
Your Honor, he's at North Broward, Your Honor.
Was it North Broward? Keith Havian. Is he at North Broward?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Come on. Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Havian, you're here for two KPSs on two. Well, one's not an ordinance violation. The second one is an ordinance violation. The first one is a state case of yours.
I don't have this case.
Mr. Linder, do you have an offer on the state case?
I'd offer him a withhold court cause. Court can take judicial notice of time served on count 1.
All right.
Judge, city will offer the same thing.
All right. Sir, do you want to receive a withhold of court costs for these two charges? And judicial notice of time served?
Time served, that's it?
Yeah. Do you want to plead no contest to those to these two counts?
And that's how it's done?
And it's done. This
with
is over.
everything?
Is that what you want to do?
Okay. No
Raise your right
contest,
hand, sir.
Your Honor.
Raise your right hand. Swear firm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes, ma'am.
Place your hand down. State your name for the record.
Keith Martin Habian.
How do you wish to plead to these two charges?
No contest.
All right. Withhold court costs, judicial notice of time served for both. You're done. Alex Nasas.
Alex?
In the May jail?
Maine, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Nasas, you're here for urinating in public and also a second charge of a municipal ordinance violation. Does the city have an offer?
Judge, I need help with this one. I didn't have him on the list.
You don't?
The list that I get my list mailed over in the morning. Yeah, I got the update too. Mr. Linder, can you help me out with this one?
Is he on the afternoon docket? Or?
Yeah, he was
He's on page 7. Page 7.
It's Alex
Nasas. N-E-S-S.
N-E-S.
A-S.
Let me see what I got in here. Well,
I
maybe
don't
I
have
have
anything
it.
on him.
I have a PC if you want to look at it.
I have one right here.
Look at mine.
I just hope Mr. Linder could run his BCCN.
Yeah, I got it. Nothing there.
Oh.
Hey, Don, did you have one? Here. And as far as
Yeah,
it's definitely Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
Okay, does the city have an offer?
I'm just looking for the city to see if he has a record.
Yeah, Judge. Based on our review of the PC, if he does not have a record, looks like it's a bad night. I would offer him. I'd ask the RR to be sent to his division,
All right,
and
sir,
we'll offer diversion.
I can
He has a
either,
record?
Yeah.
sir, I can either ROR you and you can fight these charges, or you're offering a withhold court cost.
Yes,
You
Judge.
can either have it done and over today with a withhold court cost, or I can ROR you on this charge and you can go fight it out in a regular misdemeanor. How do you want to proceed?
I'd like to resolve it.
All right. I have appointed counsel on this, so you want to talk to your lawyer?
Not at the moment.
Yes.
Okay, I gotta go find the paperwork, because I'm already here for time.
Mr. Atria, so I appointed.
Simmons. Yeah, I gotta do the paperwork.
Call. They won't allow it. So what the court is trying to help you understand is that,
It seems kind of groggy to me.
well, it seems across the board.
I don't know that I want to take a plea.
Okay. Do you understand what we're doing here today, what's happening, sir?
Can you hear?
No. I'm a little confused about what's going on. I wasn't
Did
sure.
you tell him what he's charged with?
Sir, you're being charged
Yes,
with urinating in public, and then a second municipal ordinance violation.
Understand.
So your choices are to resolve it today if you would like, by not admitting but just saying no contest, and you'll be done today, or asking the court to give you the bond and you'll go to trial, or appear again in court. Would you like
Resolve it?
You want to resolve it today?
Correct.
He doesn't seem like he's really with it. And you know, the allegations, I don't know that.
I hear you.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do, sir. I'm going to ROR you. We'll send this to a regular misdemeanor division. If you want to resolve it later, you can.
Thank you, Judge. You'll be released, sir. You're going to have to come back to court, look for notice.
Daniel Christopher Huttenstein. You're here for a KPS on a misdemeanor ordinance violation. Does the city have an offer?
That's a second afternoon. Yeah,
Yes, Judge. The offer on his case, he wants to resolve today. It's just going to be a withhold notice of any time served.
Okay. You want to resolve it, sir, with a withhold court costs?
Withhold court costs and
Yep.
time served?
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you want to raise your right hand. Swear firm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
I do.
All right, place your hand
I
down
do.
and state your name for the record.
Daniel Christopher Huttenstein.
How do you wish to plead to this charge?
No contest.
All right. Withhold court costs, judicial notice of time served.
Okay. Sweet.
Nope. This is going to be like this.
Fritz Walter.
Mr. Walter.
Fritz Walter. That's an add-on to that. Yeah.
Fritz Walter, yeah.
So city case.
Walter, you're also for a municipal city ordinance violation. Does the city have an offer?
It's adjudication court cost, Judge.
Sir, you want to resolve it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you want to
Yes,
raise
Your
your right
Honor.
hand. Raise your right hand. Swear firm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can place
Yes.
your hand down.
Yes.
State your name for the record.
Fritz Walter.
Okay. And I've also appointed counsel for you. If you have any questions, let us know. All right, you want to plead no contest to this charge?
Yes, Your Honor. No
Did I show you the
contest.
picture I drew? We didn't even drink it. We didn't have a chance.
Withhold court costs,
We
judicial
were
notice
going
of time served.
We just didn't get a chance.
I mean, what'd she say?
Withhold court costs, judicial notice of time served. You're done.
Okay. Does that mean I'm leaving?
Devin? Calcutta.
Angel, you're on.
All right, sir, I'm appointing counsel to
Drinking with
represent
this
you.
guy.
You're here for a municipal ordinance violation. City have an offer.
Yes, Judge. Just a withholding court cost notice any time served.
All right, do you want to resolve your case, sir, with a withhold court costs?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you want to raise your right hand? Swear from tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Oh, wait.
Yes.
Second look.
Hand down. Please state your name for the record.
Devin Capretta.
All right, and how do you wish to plead to this charge?
No contest.
All right, I'm going to withhold adjudication, order you to pay court costs, judicial notice of time served. You're done.
I'm telling you the truth.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
One more on the second look docket. Shimona Bailey. Possibly Bailey Shimona.
North Broward.
North Broward, Your Honor.
North Broward?
Paul Ryan, Your Honor. Paul Ryan.
All right. We'll get there. All right, Miss Bailey. You're here on a municipal ordinance violation. Does the city have an offer?
Yes, Judge. On her case, it's just going to be a withholding court cost.
And she's already represented by counsel, correct? All right.
Doesn't tell me.
Ma'am, you want to resolve it with a withholding court costs?
Yes.
Speak up, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, raise your right hand. Swear firm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes.
All right, place your hand down. Please state your name for the record.
Shimona Bailey.
How do you wish to plead to this charge?
No contest.
All right. When withhold adjudication, order you to pay court costs, judicial notice of 3 days in the Broward County Jail, credit for 3 days served. You're done. Anything else, Mr. Atria?
Thank you very much, Your Honor. No.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
But you know what I can call a case?
Yes, go ahead.
It's Mr. Singleton, Harvey Singleton. He's from yesterday's docket, and he was reset for today's docket, Judge.
Singleton. Okay. Do you know which jail he's in?
He is at the main jail. Oh, right there. No, I just saw him. I guess he was at Paul Ryan. I'm sorry, Judge.
I'm sorry. Okay, Paul Ryan, Mr. Singleton.
Judge, the only thing I want to address is that...
I don't have this paperwork. Hold on.
Oh.
It's probably separate with resets.
Second to last?
Sometimes resets are separately.
Oh, you're good. Okay, Harvey
Please
Singleton, you're here
encourage
for 5 counts. False ID given to a Leo.
This is like the fourth.
Possession of cannabis, 20 grams or less. Operating a motor vehicle with license expired. Failure to wear a safety belt. And a violation of probation for a felony strong arm robbery, for which you're being held no bond.
Judge, if I may address the possession of cannabis, that's the only one thing I want to address.
Okay.
It seems to be a constructive possession case, and it's a jointly occupied vehicle.
Held on that.
He hasn't had
Bonds on the false ID.
Oh.
NC, no charge.
Okay.
You
Never
got a
mind.
$100 bond on the false ID given to a Leo.
Okay.
Everything else is no charge, and then no bond on the violation of probation.
I know he's going to be held on the violation of probation until we see Judge Shearer, Judge.
Okay.
Anyway, you would ROR him on the false ID so that we can, once we gets reinstated, we can just get him out of jail and continue the probation.
All right, I'm going to ROR you on the false ID, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Your Honor.
Yes.
Can I recall Antoinette Evans from yesterday? I had an opportunity to make some phone calls.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Judge Miller, the assigned judge, Division R in Palm Beach County, she's in a murder trial. I've been back and forth with emails through her judicial assistant, and the last email I got, I was apologizing for continuing to bother them, but they did mention Judge Miller went to lunch very late today and isn't back yet. She's going to try to catch her before she resumes her first-degree murder trial. Okay. The JA didn't think that Judge Miller would have a problem, but as of right now, I just can't represent that.
Okay. All right. Well, could you do this? Could you have, when Judge Miller, I know she's probably very busy right now with the murder trial, if she has no objection to me releasing her, or if she wants me to set a bond, tell me. She can communicate that to my office through an email or through a phone call. And whatever her wishes are, I will do here.
If I come back to court and represent based on the emails, would that be okay? Because I know that she's very busy. I don't want to have to add another.
Show me the emails from her office?
Absolutely.
Or if she wants to email my office or call my judicial assistant, let me know if she wants me to set a bond, if she wants me to release her outright. What does she want me to do?
Thank you, Your
It's now
Honor.
been 12 days, and I do agree that that's an inordinate amount of time to wait for one county to transfer somebody to another county.
Well, it's what I said. It's not even a warrant. And my question is, just throwing it out there. Luckily, Miss Evans had hired counsel. She has the funds to do so. What about the people that don't? How long are we going to keep them in custody when there's no warrant from the other county? The other county's certainly not going to come and pick them up. It's just, I know the law has changed, which is why I mentioned that yesterday. And it's just, it's situations like this, it kind of leaves it open-ended, and it's scary. So I'll advise the court, and I'll hopefully come back tomorrow.
To try and expedite things. As soon as I get correspondence from her office as to how she wants me to handle it, I'd be more than happy to. You can come in the morning. I'll be here for the rest of the week.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. All right,
I appreciate it. Have a good day.
All right. You too.
Dímelo.
That was Mr. Greenwald, for the record, on Antoinette Evans.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right. Back to the main jail. Jocelyn.
Yes, Your Honor. She's here, President Maine, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your Honor, I have spoken with Ms. Joel Stain. I wish to share some information with the court.
Okay.
In speaking with Ms. Joel Stain, Your Honor, she's been residing here in South Florida for the past 12 years. She's currently employed at Home Health Care, Your Honor. She's been employed there for 2.5 months, making $10 an hour. To alleviate any of the court's concerns, she does reside separately from the alleged victim. This is her first charge ever. We'd ask you to consider setting a reasonable bond.
All right, ma'am, you're here this afternoon for a touch or strike battery domestic violence. I do find probable cause to detain you. Does she have any prior criminal history?
1 minute. No, Judge.
And she has no money in the bank and no property, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am, due to your lack of criminal history, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. You're not to have any direct or indirect contact with the listed victim in this case. And once you are released, if you're in the possession of any firearms or ammunition, they need to be surrendered to your local police department. Best of luck to you, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay.
Dominique Ratliff.
She's here, President. Miss Ratliff? No. Your Honor, Miss Ratliff declined PD. She plans to hire private counsel.
All right, good morning, good afternoon. You're here for a touch or strike battery domestic violence as well as a resisting without violence. I do find probable cause to detain you. Does the defendant have any prior criminal history?
1 moment, Your Honor. Patrice, do you have anything?
All right, ma'am. I'm going. Does it? She too want the services of the public defender. Is there anything you want to tell me, ma'am?
What was I supposed to say?
All right.
I don't know what to say, but
don't talk about the facts.
I'm sorry?
Don't talk about the facts of the case.
Okay, well, I have sickle cell anemia. I went to the hospital last night in the care of the jail. I haven't taken my daily medicine. Like, I'm not going anywhere. I don't have anywhere to go other than my mom's house. I don't have anybody's number to call for anybody to bring me medicine. Like...
All right, I'm going to set your bond to the amount of $1,000. No contact directly or indirectly with the listed victim in this case. Once you're released, if you're in the possession of any firearms or ammunition, they need to be surrendered to your local police department.
Your Honor, as a friend of the court, will you sign an order having her medically screened?
Yes, I will.
Thank you.
Edmund Ray.
No.
Edmund Ray. Okay, all right. Good afternoon, sir. You're here for a domestic violence battery by strangulation and a tampering in a misdemeanor proceeding. I do find probable cause to detain you. Does the defendant have any prior criminal history?
Petty theft in 2008. One moment, Judge.
Ask him 2 questions.
Yes.
Are you?
Is that all he has?
No, I'm checking to see if there's. I'm not sure. I'm just checking to see if there's more.
Can I ask him something?
Sir, do you have a stable address?
The same address?
A stable address separate and apart from the victim in the case.
I do, but I don't know the current address right now. It's my sister's home.
Okay, are you currently working?
I just stopped working like 2 days ago.
What were you doing? Where were you employed?
I was employed at Flanagan's. I was a prep cook.
Okay. Do you have any money in the bank? Do you own any property?
No, I don't, sir.
Okay. Do you have anybody to help bond you out if the judge were to set a bond in your case?
Not that I know of, not currently.
How long you been down here in South Florida?
I've been here for about 30 years. I spent 1 year of my life in New York. But I've been here my whole life.
Is your family down here?
Yes, they are.
All right, Mr. Lawyer, anything else?
He's got no additional priors. I'm just concerned about the level of violence. Apparently causing physical harm to the alleged victim. I guess the officer observed her both eyes swelling, grabbing her around her throat with force so that she was unable to breathe. So.
Okay. All right, I'm going to set your bond in the amount of $1,000 on count 1 and $1,000 on count 2. No contact, direct or indirect, with the listed victim until further order of the court. And if you're in the possession of any firearms or ammunition, they need to be surrendered to your local police department.
Okay. Thanks. Is that it?
That's it. Malika Alvarez.
ATR President Maine, Your Honor.
All right.
Hello, Your Honor.
Here this afternoon for a burglary with an assault or a battery, touch or strike battery, domestic violence, and a criminal mischief charge. Did you find probable cause? Does he have any prior criminal history?
Your Honor, he has a history. He has a warrant out of another state for failing to appear in court on a trespass. He has, just a few months ago, he pled out a resisting without violence and I believe a theft in Broward. I can also tell you, Your Honor,
Your Honor, Mr. Alvarez was disputing that.
One moment.
Well, I think Mr. Leonard did inform me that he's not moving to foreclosed bond.
You know,
so
I'll just let him finish first. Sorry, possession of marijuana, resisting without violence, pleaded out in March. Okay.
All right, well, let me ask you this. This is not a bondable offense. This is a burglary with a
And
battery.
Your Honor, I've spoken with the alleged victim, and both the alleged victim and the state has no objection to the court setting a bond.
Okay.
I would advise the court, obviously we'd ask for a condition of no bond. And for the record, the state is not seeking a foreclosed bond to do so. Also, the alleged victim has concerns about Mr. Alvarez's alcohol and potentially drug use, potential alcohol use. So we would ask, whatever bond the court sets, there would be an additional release condition to pretrial release with an evaluation, a follow-up with whatever treatment, drug testing, alcohol testing. Based on the allegations, I would be asking for $5,000 on 1, $1,000 on 2 and 3. I think that's pretty reasonable considering he was facing no bond coming into today.
Hold on.
I'm not seeing any. I see the warrant, honestly, and I don't see any Georgia history for him. Oh, wait. But wait. Are you sure? Wait. Are you sure that's for Malika Alvarez? I'm showing that's for Daryl Anthony Fitch.
No. Your Honor, in speaking with Mr. Alvarez, he does say he has no priors except for the, I believe that that possession of cannabis resisting with down in Dade County. Approximately, he finished that about 2 months ago. Other than that, Your Honor, he's been residing here in South Florida for the past 6 months. He is employed. He works at Crate and Barrel. He's been there employed, making $13 an hour. He also has another part-time job at Wilton Creamery. It's an ice cream. $10.50 an hour. He is a veteran. He did serve this country in the Marine Corps from 2006 to 2012, Your Honor. His total financial status in the bank, he has only $20 in the bank, Your Honor. He owns no property, Your Honor. We'd ask you to just impose pretrial release at this time, Your Honor.
And, Your Honor, we would completely object to release. First of all, I think the court is not allowed to, under the rules of criminal procedure, to give a straight release to pretrial on a what's classified as a dangerous offense, which burglary with a battery is classified.
I'm not just going to do a straight release.
No, I know. I'm just giving final argument,
right.
Your Honor. That's all.
All right. Set bond on the burglary with a battery in the amount of $3,000 with standard pretrial. Substance abuse evaluation within 30 days of your release. Follow any recommendations from that evaluation. And then on the count 2, the touch or strike battery, I'm going to set bond in the amount of $2,000 on that one. Standard pretrial. Substance abuse evaluation within 30 days of being placed on supervision. Follow any recommendations of that evaluation.
And, Your Honor, I believe...
And also, no contact directly or indirectly with the listed victim. If you're in the possession of any firearms or ammunition, they need to be surrendered to your local police department. Yes.
And, Your Honor, I believe Mr. Alvarez, from what I've been told, has some property still at Mr. Alicia's residence. We have no objection to Mr. Alvarez going one time only with a uniformed police officer, I guess, from Wilton Manors PD to collect his property.
Okay. All right, sir, I'll allow you to return to the listed victim's residence one time with the presence of a law enforcement officer to retrieve your personal effects. We can put that in the...
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge.
Crystal Green.
Paul Ryan, Your Honor.
Okay, good afternoon. You're charged with driving while license suspended, failure to register a motor vehicle, and failure to provide proof of liability security. If you find probable cause, bond has been set in the amount of $100.
Can you afford a $100 bond?
No, I can't, and I just had a 3-week-old baby.
You what?
She just had
I just had a baby.
She's 3 weeks
Baby
old.
3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, well, congratulations. Does she have
Thank
priors?
you.
Yeah, sure.
I do. I have priors, but can I still get all
Senator Patrice.
She just said she has priors.
Just go on.
I mean, frankly, I'm just pulling a driving record because to me that's more relevant than because there's potential ramifications in resolving a DWS based on if she has priors. Green, David. Okay. This would be a first DWS, Your Honor. I see one prior failure to appear, but that was not on a traffic case. She had a couple batteries she resolved last year. She has a prior DUI with grand theft. The state's offer would be an adjudication time served.
Can you just explain to her what that is? The state is offering to adjudicate you guilty and to time serve you. You would be released today. However, you have every right to fight this charge and bond out and go to court. It's your choice. And are you looking to resolve it, or are you looking to fight it?
I want to resolve it today.
Okay.
All right, this is her first driving while license suspended?
It's her first DWS, but she has prior an operating without. She has a DUI from 2010. If she didn't have that stuff, I would have offered a withhold, Your Honor.
All right. Okay, ma'am, you want to take an adjudication time served and pay court costs to resolve this?
Yes.
All right, you want to raise your right hand?
Your Honor.
Yes.
I'd offer a withhold on count 2 and waive to.
On the other 2, okay.
Count 3 can be dismissed. I think that's an infraction.
Okay. All right. Swear firm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes.
You can place your hand down. You state your name for the record.
Crystal Green.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
How far did you go in school?
11.
Read and write the English language.
English.
Are you under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or medication that would affect your ability to understand what's going on here today?
No.
You suffer from a mental illness.
No.
You understand the maximum penalty for this charge would be up to 60 days in the Broward County Jail. You're not getting that. You're going home today, but do you understand the maximum?
Yes.
Okay, in terms of the plea as to the driving while license suspended, I'm going to adjudicate you guilty, order you to pay court costs. Failure to register a motor vehicle, I'm going to withhold and waive, and I'm going to dismiss the failure to provide proof of liability security. Is that how you want to resolve it?
Yes.
Anybody forced you to do this?
No.
Anybody promised you anything other than the sentence I just announced here?
No.
Understand you give up the right to have a trial by jury.
Yes.
You give up the right to confront cross-examine witnesses.
Yes.
You give up the right to have the state prove these charges against you beyond and to the exclusion of every reasonable doubt.
Yes.
You give up the right to an appeal. If the jury would have returned a guilty verdict, you could appeal that judgment and sentence to a higher court.
Okay.
Are you satisfied with the assistance of your lawyer?
Yes.
Any questions?
No.
All right. You understand if you're not a citizen, this plea here today may result in deportation proceedings.
Okay.
And how do you wish to plead to this charge?
No contest.
For stipulation to a factual basis.
The purpose of the plea, yes.
Okay. And a short factual basis. I'm going through this whole colloquy because of the possible enhancement.
Sure. Your Honor, it alleges the defendant was involved in the crash. The investigating deputy determined that her license was suspended. I've checked her driving record from David, and it does show that her license is currently suspended. Also, the officer notes that the vehicle that the defendant was driving was not registered under citation number A4E7G8E.
All right, upon there's a factual basis for purposes of the plea. Anything you want to say before I impose sentence?
No, ma'am.
Any legal reason why I cannot now impose sentence? All right, I find that your plea is freely, voluntarily, intelligently entered with the advice of competent counsel. If the decision is satisfied, she understands the nature of the charges and consequences of her plea. I accept it. Adjudicate her guilty. Judicial notice of time served. Court cost mandatory fees on count 1. Count 2, failure to register a vehicle, be it withhold and waived. Count 3 will be dismissed. You have 30 days to appeal the legality of the sentence. If you cannot afford an attorney, the court point one to you upon your request. Best of luck to you, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Nika Brooks.
Brooks, come on up.
All right, you're here for an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, i.e. a fork, and count 2, touch or strike battery. I do find probable cause to detain you. Does the defendant have any priors?
She has a relevant juvenile from 2011, but that's all, Judge.
Your Honor, in speaking with Ms. Brooks, this is her first adult charge. She's been in South Florida residing for the past 10 years. She's unemployed. She goes to school at Flanagan High School. She's in 11th grade, Your Honor. She has no money in the bank, no property, Your Honor. We'd ask you to set a reasonable bond.
Trial taker? Is a fork a deadly weapon?
Your Honor, it's a question for the jury. It depends on manner of use.
I guess it could be.
I mean, you know, I guess you jab a fork in someone's throat.
Yeah.
That's why the law says it all depends on manner of use. Like they actually said, you could have a fake gun, and while you can't be charged with robbery firearm, you can be charged with robbery deadly weapon based on how it's used. And let's say it's a fake gun, but it's a solid.
All right, I'm going to release you ROR to standard pretrial.
That's where you go, and that's where you have to report, okay? Okay? This is the address of where you have to go, all right?
No contact directly or indirectly with the listed victim. If you're in possession of any firearms or ammunition, they need to be surrendered to your local police department. Tequila Blash.
Tequila Blash, on page 5. North Broward? North Broward.
Okay. Your charged with possession of cocaine. I do find probable cause to detain you. Your bond has been set in the amount of $1,000.
Interested in taking her just due to the possession of cocaine, non-violent nature. She was a medical reset for a couple days. So. Ma'am, do you currently? What city do you currently reside in? I know. I just so she can say. I don't know. I want to know her. I mean, do you have a house or apartment?
House.
Okay. Who lives with you?
My mom and my grandmother.
Okay. Can you go back there? Can you, if the court were to release you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Will the court consider doing PGR pending, Judge?
I'm checking that right now.
Can you afford? Can anybody in your family afford a $1,000 bond?
No, sir.
Are you working?
No, sir.
How long you been down here?
Trace, do you have any?
Well, I lost my job in October. I used to be a correctional officer.
I'm sorry.
What did she say? I lost my job.
She's.
I lost my job in October.
I can run a check, but it's going to take me a minute.
Probably doesn't have priors if she's a correctional officer. Does pre-trial show she has
So now you're taking the word.
was arrested in Dade County last year.
That's it?
Trace, I just asked if you have.
Nate, do you agree that she's only got a prior DWLS?
I don't know, but I have no reason to doubt pretrial. Patrice.
I'm going to release you on your own recognizance.
Okay.
Good luck to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Kasheed Campbell.
Yes, ma'am.
Paul Ryan, Your Honor. Paul Ryan.
Here for a grand theft auto. I do find probable cause to detain you. Your bond has been set in the amount of $1,000.
I don't have anyone to bond me out, Your Honor. Would I be able to get pre-trial?
What city do you live in?
I live in Boynton, and I don't understand
Where?
why I have a bond.
Boynton Beach? Is it a house or apartment?
It's an apartment.
Okay. Who lives with you?
I live with a family friend, my family friend, and my child.
Okay. Are you working?
Not at the moment. I've been looking for a job. I was in the middle of getting my ID and stuff so I could get my job that I've been actually trying to get for a little while now.
Do you have any money in the bank? Any family members that can help you?
I have nothing, Your Honor. Nothing. I have no one to bond me out at all.
Does she have priors?
As far as Broward, I'm showing a theft from 2010, possession of marijuana 2010. Patrice, do you have notes or? Okay. I can check to see if there's anything else.
Unless there's something that comes up with the court consider pre-trial release due to our financial situation.
You said a theft and a...
Well, I'm checking to see. That was just from Broward. I'm checking to see if there's anything from other counties.
Oh my God.
Okay. I don't have anything else, Judge.
Okay. I'm going to release you to pre-trial standard supervision. You'll be ROR.
Thank you, Your Honor. Oh my.
Present here in Maine, Your Honor.
All right, you're here for DUI alcohol or drugs first offense, DUI unlawful blood alcohol level 0.15 or greater, and DUI with damage to property or persons. You find probable cause. Bond has been set in count 1 and 500, and 1,000 for count 2, 1,000 for count 3. Total bond amount is 2,500.
Your Honor, in speaking with Mr. Hyatt too, he did inform me that the state could corroborate this. This is his first charge. It's $2,500 bond. He has no money in the bank. Would you consider pretrial release?
All right.
And if he, Your Honor, if he doesn't post, he'll get brought back for a second look, probably by Friday. I think it's a reasonable bond considering where his breath results were.
0.24.
0.236, 0.241. And it looks like there was an accident in the case also. $4,000.
At this point, this is his first
Your Honor, he is employed at Home Depot. He's scheduled to work tomorrow. Unfortunately, if he doesn't show tomorrow, he's going to risk losing his job, Your Honor.
I'm going to reduce bond on counts 2 and 3 to 500 each. So he has a total bond amount of 1,500. Yeah, so it's a total of 1,500. Andrew Simmons.
Mr. Simmons?
All right, so you're here for a touch or strike battery. I do find probable cause to detain. The bond has been set in the amount of $1,000.
Judge, I would just argue against probable cause in this case. It's just three sentences, nothing indicating the circumstances surrounding the last conclusory statements.
Except there's an admission in this case.
I just don't. What admit? I only have one page, unless you have
No,
something.
there's an admission in those 3
Shoving
sentences.
him in the face. Shoving him in the face.
I think contains enough detail. It wasn't.
I do find probable cause. Does he have priors?
One moment, Your Honor. Showing theft out of North Carolina in 91, grand theft auto 89 out of Pompano, and ag assault in 81 out of Orange County. Said other thefts, but they were older than that, Judge.
Okay, all right, sir. Next first $1,000 bond.
Your Honor, Mr. Simmons, as you heard, I believe the ag assault was back in 1984, and prior to that, in grand theft in 91. I thought that's what the prosecutor said. He's been here residing in South Florida for 30 years. He is a retired tractor-trailer operator, Your Honor. He lives on a camper at a body shop, Your Honor. He has part-time work there taking care of the place, Your Honor. He has no one to help bond him out. He has no money in the bank. Your Honor, he did suffer a motorcycle accident. He's had a hip replacement, so he needs medical care, Your Honor. We'd ask you to consider pretrial release. Also, he did inform me he has in his camper, he has his dog, and right now there's no one to take care of his dog. Would you release him to pretrial release, considering it was back in 1991, I believe, his prior?
He had other priors, too.
Back in 84.
Not a threat to anybody.
84, then there were other priors you mentioned, Mr. Linder, right?
One moment, I'll bring it back up, Your Honor. They had
Aggravated assault.
there was an
1980
assault.
In 1984.
Right.
91 theft.
91 theft.
Yeah.
89 grand theft auto, and aggravated assault in 81. Multiple other thefts that were older than that, but
So 1991.
No eggs. These are all really, really old priors. So I'm going to release him to standard pretrial.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you. Okay. All right, go and take care of your dog, dude.
Did the court order not have any contact with
No contact, direct or indirect with the
Hey, come back here. Judge still talking.
No contact. No contact,
Okay.
direct or indirect with the listed victim. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
When you get out, go to that address. You have to go to that address and report, or else it's keeping the issue. Go.
Quentin Jackson.
Mr. Jackson. Quentin Jackson. Mr. Jackson. On page 8, Quentin Jackson, is he here? Oh, he bonded? Your Honor, I've been informed he bonded.
Okay. Aviles.
Mr. Aviles, come on up.
All right, sir, you're charged with toucher, strike, battery, and also resisting without violence. I do find probable cause to detain you. Bond has been set in the amount of $1,000.
Your Honor, would you sign an order allowing the public defender's office access to take a photo of Mr. Aviles' injuries?
Granted.
Thank you. Okay. Fine. Your mom's getting you out, right? Okay, go.
Did Your Honor order no contact?
No contact, direct or indirect, with the listed victim. Mr. Aviles.
Bocamp. Oh, there.
All right, you're charged with operating without a valid DL and a headlamp violation. I do find probable cause. Your bond has been set in the amount of $25.
Your Honor, if the state can verify, I believe this is what he informed me, this first charge ever, $25, would you consider ROR? He's 18 years old.
Is that correct? First time in trouble?
It's...
Yes. So no felonies, right? No. Okay. All right. They're checking on it right now. Okay.
I mean, I guess my only concern, Your Honor, is I know he's telling you that, but according to the report, he first told he identified himself and gave a social security number that belongs to a Hispanic female. He told the officer he didn't have his driver's license on him. He has no driver's license. He has no Florida ID card assigned to his name. There's no documentation of him living in Florida, of him whatsoever in the state of Florida.
Your Honor, he's been residing in Coral Springs for the past 3 years.
Doesn't have $25?
I do. They told me that when my parents come, they told me that I couldn't bond out. I was in court, but I was still in the holding cell. That's what they told my parents when I was on the phone with them.
All right, what RO are you, sir? Christopher Hill.
Mr. Hill, Christopher Hill? Oh, Your Honor, I've been informed he bonded. Andrade bonded as well? Your Honor, I've been also informed Felipe Andrade, the next person, bonded as well.
Okay. Jox Olson.
He's here, Your Honor. He informed me he's hiring private counsel, Your Honor.
All right, sir, I understand a bonding agent is in the process of posting your bond.
Okay.
You're being charged with DUI, alcohol or drugs first offense, unlawful speed, disobey, a one-way street sign, license not carry. I do find probable cause. Your bond has been set in the amount of $500. And I understand someone is in the process of posting your bond.
All right, thank you.
Good luck to you.
Mr. Campbell, come on up.
Charged with possession of 20 grams or less. Find probable cause. Your bond has been set in the amount of $100.
Your Honor, considering this is cannabis, would you consider ROR?
Do you have priors?
One moment, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Campbell was, truthfully, he did tell me he had priors, but I wanted to ask, it's a cannabis charge.
Hector, she was asking me that.
Oh. Thanks, Mr. Linder.
No problem. Your Honor, I'm checking. I just have to check my other list. One moment, please. Your Honor, I'm showing a He's got a warrant outstanding. It's out of Miami-Dade. He's got a $7,500 warrant for failing to appear on a DWLS.
All right, I'm not overwarring him with a failure to appear history.
Thank you, Your Honor. All right,
Okay.
that's it.
Maxine Gabriel. Possession of cannabis, 20 grams or less. Every fine probable cause. Bond has been set in the amount of $100.
Same thing, Your Honor. Mr. Gabriel, cannabis would consider ROR and a cannabis charge.
He does have a record. Criminal use of personal identification information, 2012. Possession of marijuana, 2012. 2010. Burglary of a dwelling, grand theft, carrying concealed.
I'm not RORing him. He's got a pretty extensive history.
Thank you.
Eric Hansen.
Mr. Hanson, come on up.
All right, Mr. Hansen, you're here on a KPS on a misdemeanor charge. It's a traffic criminal charge. Bond has been set in the amount of $500.
Yes, I am.
Alexander Copland Messenger.
Medical reset.
North Broward.
Oh, Your Honor.
North Broward, he said?
Yes.
You said medical
Yes,
reset?
Your Honor.
Your Honor.
Yes,
if I may,
Your Honor.
Real quick, I just want to check to see when his hearing is scheduled for, because it might actually be counterproductive to reset him at this point.
All right.
Yeah, he was scheduled for a hearing today in front of Judge Gottlieb. So, I mean, if he wasn't brought there, then they'll, I guess, reschedule his VOP hearing before Judge Gottlieb.
Okay.
That's what I mean,
All right, so we'll just transfer this to Judge Gottlieb?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not saying he was in court. I'm just saying he was scheduled. If they didn't bring him there, then Judge Gottlieb would have rescheduled his VOP hearing.
All right, so transfer this to Judge Gottlieb's division. All right. Kevin Smith.
Mr. Smith is here present. He declined PD.
All right, Mr. Smith, you're charged with drug paraphernalia, possession of cannabis, and two KPSs on 2 felony charges. I do find probable cause. Bond has been set on the first matter on an amount of $100, and you have 2 no bond holds on the 2 KPS and 2 felony charges. Is he entitled to bond?
Not on the KPSs.
Okay, that's for failures to appear?
Yes, I believe so. Yes, they are, Judge.
All right. Your next court date, sir, is June 12th at 8:30.
Boss. Check on.
Antonio Davis.
He's on the docket.
Who is it?
Antonio Davis.
Check on.
Antonio Davis. Yes. Okay.
All right, Mr. Davis, you're charged with delivering PVP, possession with intent to sell, manufacture, deliver PVP, possession of cannabis, 20 grams or less, possession of a weapon or ammo by a convicted felon, and distributing or delivering PVP. I do find probable cause. As to all of these charges, bond has been set in the amount of 1,000. Count 1. Count 2 is 1,000. Count 3 is 100. Count 5 is 1,000. Does the defendant have any priors?
Yes, Your Honor. 2012, possession of marijuana with intent to sell. 2010, possession of cocaine. 2003, delivery of cocaine, 35 months as a habitual offender. Delivery of cocaine, 97, 30 months HO. 96, delivery of cocaine, 18 months HO. 95, Berg structure, 2 years. 93, aggravated battery with the VOP. 89, robbery with a firearm or deadly weapon with the VOP, 6 years state prison.
Your Honor, he's been in South Florida his whole life. He has no money in the bank, no property. He's currently unemployed. He's financially indigent.
All right, I'm going to set bond on the possession of firearm by a convicted felon in the amount of $3,000. Josiah Jumper.
Your Honor, he wants to say, he wants to speak to Your Honor. Do not talk about the facts of the case, sir.
Miss, I really don't understand what the whole situation. To my knowledge, that there was a bug planted by the Fort Lauderdale police, and they've been tracking. They put a tracking device on me for the last 3 months, and I don't know where all this stuff comes from.
All right, sir. Well, you can address those issues with your attorney, and if you need to file any motions in regards to this case, you could set those down in front of the judge assigned to your case.
Is there any way I can speak to a government official about the situation?
Who? A what official?
I said, is there any way I can
the
speak to
judge assigned to your case? That's who you can talk to. All right, Josiah Jumper. All right, Mr. Jumper, you're charged with driving while license suspended.
Mr. Jumper is coming up. Mr. Jumper? He advised me he's hiring private counsel, Your Honor.
All right, sir. You find probable cause. Your bond has been set in the amount of $750.
$750?
Yes, sir. Manuel Rodriguez Balcar Gonzalez.
He's still med reset, I believe, Your Honor.
Is it?
Med reset?
I believe he's still on loan.
He's on loan still?
I believe so.
Okay. Tristan Andrews.
Tristan Andrews?
North Broward.
Okay, Mr. Andrews, you're charged with possession of a controlled substance and also a case on a misdemeanor ordinance violation, it looks like. Bond has been set in the amount of $1,000 on count 1 and $50 on count 2. I do find probable cause.
Judge, would the court appoint counsel on count 2?
No,
I
so
can't.
set again.
No, because
Count 1 is possession of controlled substance.
no, but count 2 is a capias. And the capias will be separate from the controlled substance charge.
Is it going to be severed out?
Oh yeah, count one's a felony. Yeah, they don't keep state and municipal ordinance charged together.
I will.
I don't know who it would be.
We have an order to appoint counsel.
I can find out which city it is.
I don't mind appointing counsel on the ordinance violation. Okay, sir. Good luck to you.
It's a Fort Lauderdale case.
All right, I'll appoint Mr. McLawrence, right?
Yes.
All right, Christopher Johnson.
On this case, can you see what the bond originally was set at?
Your Honor. Confi?
Yes.
Confi.
All right, Mr. Johnson, you're charged with burglary, unoccupied dwelling, unarmed. This is a change of charge.
Yes, Your Honor. Bond was originally set at $10,000. We just asked that it be placed back at that amount.
All right, sir. I'm going to set bond in this matter in the amount of $10,000.
Judge?
Yes, sir.
Is there any way possible, being as though this is my first felony, that the bond can be placed to a smaller amount? I mean, I only have one parent working at the moment, and I'm hoping that if I do get placed out on bond, I can go back to my drug treatment program until we figure out what it is that we're going to do.
Part of the reason his bond was set at $10,000 is because he was just arrested April 19th for a theft, ended up resolving it at a second look hearing in magistrates, then got released April 23rd, and now about a month later he came back.
Petty theft or grand theft?
It was a petty theft, but then 2 weeks later he got arrested on this burg dwelling.
Judge, he's been in custody. It seems that he's been in custody since April. Am I correct? I think due to his financial circumstances, maybe the court may place him on pretrial release, have him live with his family, level 2. You know.
Your Honor, we would be saying that, and also he's scheduled for arraignment for Judge Merrigan on the 17th, and that's certainly before any straight ROR that would allow him to get out, that the victim should have an opportunity to be heard also.
I'm not going to just ROR.
I'm just responding to what was being asked for. That's all.
I know it's been 30 days since the arrest. Has the state had contact with the victim? Have they let them know what their wishes were?
I have no idea because I didn't know we were going to be here for. Frankly speaking, I don't know what circumstances.
We have the bond paperwork back.
When he
Sir, I'm going to reduce your bond to $5,000.
Thank you very much, Judge. Very much.
No, and also no return to that residence.
Not a problem.
Okay.
Judge. Thank you, Judge.
All right, good luck to you. All right, now we're on the...
Judge, one of the second looks,
David Vargas?
no, Chandrika Brinson. She's in PM court. Paul Ryan called me, and I think it's an ROR motion. If the state hasn't filed, I will be willing to waive her appearance.
An ROR motion?
Yeah, it says she was in custody. She's been in custody since April 30th.
Do you know why she's in? I'm just out of curiosity.
I have no idea. I just see the case that is filed.
State filed on this?
No, Judge.
No?
I would just ask if there has been.
No, it is not yet been.
I would ask the court to RR. I'll waive her appearance for the hearing. She's in court.
Okay, so the false ID given to a Leo in possession of PVP. What was she in court for today?
I have no idea. Paul Ryan called me.
It's not this case. I can tell you that.
All right, so state doesn't have good cause as to why they've not filed, and it's been close to 40, if not more, right? April 30th to May 30th. Yeah, we're close. I think today is the 40th day. So I'm going to ROR her.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, how about Eddie Palmer? Where's Eddie Palmer?
I believe North Broward.
North Broward.
All right, Mr. Palmer, you're here on a 30-day rule violation, motion for ROR.
If I could just have one moment.
We're trying to determine if the state's made a filing decision in your case as of yet. It's like 31 days.
It's 22.
Arrest was May 9th, and today is the 10th.
It's 22 days. I mean, I'm sorry. It's been
30. It's been 31 days.
Yeah, I'm just one moment. Your Honor. I'm sorry. 1, 2.
It says 31 days of court. We said the matter till what? Friday the 33rd day.
Yeah.
22. No, it has. It's been 32 days, Judge.
All right.
We starting from May 10th. The rest of the month of May was 22 days, and then 10 days in June. So I would just ask that it be reset for tomorrow. That'll be the 33rd.
Not been filed, correct?
No.
All right, sir, we're going to reschedule this for tomorrow. The state's not filed charges, and if they fail to show good cause as to why they've not filed charges, you'll be released ROR tomorrow.
And just same situation on the next case, Lindsay also.
Let me say, Conti, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Lindsay, you're here for a 30-day rule violation. Same situation. It's been 32 days, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has the state made a filing decision?
No filing decision has been made yet, Judge.
All right, we're going to put you on tomorrow's afternoon docket to see if the state's made a filing decision. If they've not made a filing decision and they have not shown good cause as to why they've not made a decision, you're going to be released on your own recognizance.
Okay, thank you very much, man.
No, it's you don't count the day of arrest for timekeeping purposes. You count the next day.
Okay. All right, and next we have Shimona Bailey. We did that one. Okay. David Vargas.
He's here in Maine, Your Honor, David Vargas.
I am now.
All right, this is a second look, is it?
Moment, Judge.
Trespass structure. He's been in jail for 6 days.
Yes, ma'am.
State haven't offered to resolve it.
One moment, Your Honor.
Vargas? David Vargas?
Yes, ma'am.
You're Mr. Vargas?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, I was looking at the wrong person. Someone told me
No,
Conti, did they not?
I got Guzman is at Conti.
Okay, all right, you guys are playing tricks on me.
Mr. Vargas is here at Maine.
Okay, we're just waiting to see if the state has an offer.
Your Honor, state would offer adjudication time served.
All right, sir, do you want to accept the time served offer of 6 days?
Say that again?
You want to take a time served offer of 6 days in jail, credit for 6 days served?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you want to raise your right hand? Swear firm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes, ma'am.
Place your hand down. Please state your name for the record.
My name is David Alexander Vargas, ma'am.
How do you wish to plead to the charge of trespass?
No contest.
Is there a factual basis?
Your Honor, on June 5th of this year at 906 Northeast 62nd Street in Oakland Park, Broward Sheriff's Office deputy was called to Downtown Pizza in reference to the defendant being intoxicated at the business, screaming, yelling at curse words, harassing customers. The defendant was given a trespass warning by the manager as well as the deputy. And this was at approximately 10:42 in the evening. At approximately 11:40, the officer got a call. The defendant returned to the business, disregarding the trespass warning. At that point, he was arrested and taken into custody.
Okay. All right, sir, I'm going to adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 6 days in the Broward County Jail, credit for 6 days served. Court cost mandatory.
Thank you, ma'am.
And Your Honor, could you just order Mr.
No
Vargas?
return to Downtown Pizzeria.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, ma'am.
That's my favorite pizza place in town. They got the best pizza. And chicken
Yeah,
wings,
don't
too.
they?
They're great chicken wings. No, they're right behind Broward General on Andrews Avenue. Hmm? No, they're not U.S. ones. Andrews? No, that's over on Andrews, yeah. All right, Michael Herbert.
Mr. Herbert's coming up, Maine?
Yeah, Your Honor, I'm not going to be able to make an offer on Mr. Herbert's case. I understand it's an order in private, but the allegations in the case are, one moment. No. He went to the victim's home, her front gate, yelling her name. He was yelling, "It's Mike, it's okay, I don't want you to testify, we'll go to jail." Apparently the defendant also has a theft of mail case where the same victim was listed as the victim in the case. She says she's known him from high school but has not seen him in 10 years. Actually, the case had been null pros and he's still going to her home.
All right.
Frankly, if you want to send this, I'm fine if you want to send it.
What's your recommendation for sentence then?
I can't make an offer, Your Honor. I haven't had contact with the alleged victim. My concern at this point, not knowing more, is I just don't know enough at this point.
I don't know. Was the case that she was a victim on Noprost?
Yes, but my point is there's a history with these. There's a history with her as a victim. He is a defendant, and
Does he have priors?
yes, Your Honor.
That's priors?
Yes.
All right, transfer this to a regular misdemeanor division.
So would the court, I don't know, would the court transfer this to Judge Lerner right now? I don't know.
Is there a mental health issue?
I do not know. Maybe Mr. Lerner may have noted something.
Send it to a regular division. All right, how about Luis Guzman?
Yes, ma'am.
Why are we having DUI?
That's just pursuant to the administrative order.
Have we bonded? Luis Guzman bonded? All right. Camillo Pita Joya.
Excuse me, Judge.
Yes.
I'm not bonded. I mean, I have a
We're talking about
bond.
you, sir. We're talking about the next case.
I'm sorry.
That's Luis Guzman.
Wait a minute. Luis Guzman is not bonded?
Well, has it been posted?
Oh, he's at Conti? All right, Mr. Gunman,
yes,
here
sir.
for a second look. DUI property damage and failure to use due care.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, but there's a bond on count 2. Okay, well.
Apparently, bond was posted on count 1.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
There was no bond posted at all. There was no bond.
Pre-trial is showing that bond was posted. Now, I'm being told there's not. So.
There's absolutely not. I was told when I first saw you that my wife was posting bond, but it was not her. Maybe there was a paperwork
What is the total
problem.
bond amount?
$1,500.
$1,500. Okay.
Would the court consider pretrial release? I mean, he's been in custody 4 days. Nobody's bonded him out.
Does he have priors?
One moment.
Sir, do you...
Purchase of cocaine in 95. I just have Broward in front of me, and that's all I see. I don't know if he
Sir,
has...
do you live in a house or apartment?
I live in a house. I have family down here. I've been working for 10 years with the same company. My driving record has been clean for 10 years. First offense.
PT.
Is it a first offense?
I don't know that he has a... I don't believe he has a prior DUI. I can say, though...
I don't think he...
No, ma'am, I do not.
9/28/66.
Judge doesn't have many priors. He is. It seems to me that he's gainfully employed. It's a nonviolent offense. He may be pre-TR eligible, lives in a house.
All right. I'm going to release you to standard pretrial, sir. No alcohol.
Yes, ma'am. Is that ROR, ma'am?
Yeah, your ROR to standard pretrial.
But you have to go to pre-trial release. That means you're being released to the custody of the sheriff's office. You have to check in by noon tomorrow, and they will inform you of your conditions of release. So you don't have to post a bond. You're being released. But you have to follow the rules. You have to follow the rules and regulations of pretrial release. Okay? They may order alcohol evaluation, drug testing. You got to do all that. Okay?
That's fine. That's fine. Yes.
No problem.
And no alcohol.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Good luck
Thank
to
you.
you.
Thank you.
Mio Pita Joya.
What do you mean?
Who?
It's okay. It's just being brought up in the arrest warrant.
Peter Joya, Camilo, he's on. He's in Maine, Your Honor. He needs a Spanish interpreter.
Oh, we don't have one.
I know I have to meet a high standard, so I just figured.
I know he's on for a second look, Your Honor.
All right, does the defendant
I
have
know.
priors?
For him, Mr. Romero.
Okay. Patrice, do you have anything?
Just
Your
tell
Honor,
what's going on.
He did inform me that he does have priors, but they're dated.
Hold on a second. As far as Broward, trespass at a construction site in 07, and I'm just pulling the PC affidavit.
Your Honor, what he did inform me is he's been residing in South Florida for the past 8 years. He works full-time installing insulation in homes, Your Honor. His paycheck a week is $200.
He said he needs an interpreter.
No. I'm reading it anyways.
Oh, okay.
It was
All right.
really just,
Go ahead.
So we'd be asking you to consider pretrial release, Your Honor.
All right, and I didn't hear any.
Hold on one second. Hello? Just the trespass at a construction site. Yes,
Trespass,
who's this?
okay. All right, I'll arm to standard pretrial. No alcohol.
Wait, who is this?
All right, that's everything, right?
No.
Yeah.
Sir, I'm in court. Do you work with prosecutors? Wait. Do you work with wait? Do you work with prosecutors or private attorneys? Do you work with? Okay, honestly, you'll have to call back later. Thank you.
You may. I'll see you tomorrow. Excellent work today.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to get my.
Hold on.
Yes.
Your Honor, just to confirm, Mr. Pito Hoya has to report to pretrial tomorrow before noontime, correct?
Got a pretrial, yes? That's correct.
I've got.
Thank you very much, T.
All right,
Antes de las dos. Okay? Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, that's
I've
that
got
was
to
the
go
weird
do
thing.
extraditions
It's
at
like Brittany was like telling me,
8:30. So whenever I'm done with those, I'll
Peter's
come over
filing
here.
an ad charge of grand theft. I'm like, wait a minute, we're just getting the arrest. He's just getting brought up in the arrest warrant.